This is a review of the Venture Forward tent as sold by Gander Mountain and several other sites. This is the one with the big X in the top. I did not find any other reviews, and so I took a chance on buying it. I believe it was $1,500 and some change on Gander Mountain. Comes with this standard box of hardware, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of brackets. This very little tiny magnetic light that uses AAA batteries. This is the picture, if you're familiar with that, from the advertising. It comes with this ladder right here, push button to collapse, and it just pulls straight out. All right, we'll leave that there. Sorry about the garage mess. It does come with this bag for the ladder. Fiberglass shell seems pretty decent. It all comes wrapped in this plastic saran wrap. A couple of things that are bothering me right off the bat. Whoever built this couldn't have been bothered to untangle this line. These little locks are pretty cool. I have no experience with any other rooftop tents, so to say that, they have this little push button, so when they clamp down, they lock in place, obviously with the top down, and then you can push that sideways and they flip up. So they're a locking metal latch system. I assume all of the tents are like this as well. They've got this big, what looks like some sort of YKK style zipper running around both the top and the bottom. Sorry for the lighting. You can see these are bolted on. Those are actually pretty sturdy looking. This does not unzip from the front. Just the inside cover does, so you can't get through the screen mesh. It also looks lopsided and off-center and crooked, because it is. It's got the flap underneath at the bottom for water, just like all the rest. A little tough to get over there. Let's go in this side. So let's take a look at the outside a little bit more. This is a smaller zipper right here, and then the inside zipper is for the mesh. Okay, this does have a little gills there to hold that back. The zippers are on both sides, just like that. Same with this, it's on both sides. It's got the little flap overhang. This is our joint here. It's got this little metal thing going on with this hook that's already like 90% come undone. There, I just spin it back, it holds it in place. All right, this is our mattress. It is something I should measure for you, but I'm an average size guy. There's 4 fingers, that's about, just over 2 inches, probably 2.5. It's it seems like a pretty regular foam mattress. Fairly dense. This is the bottom of it. It's got these round things built into the bottom. This is our frame, aluminum frame system. Those would be the 3 rails underneath. It's got this aluminum running all the way around here. This window does seem to be in place correctly. It's at the start of everything. Let's get a little more light in here. Okay, so that's what you have there. No way to unzip this mosquito netting. The shoe bag is sewn into, or whatever this little bag is. It looks like a shoe bag to me. This one has Velcro on it. It's pretty deep. Sorry. It's sewn into the tent. I don't like that. I wish it would disconnect or zipper on. I think if you put anything in here and this goes to close, it's probably going to catch and cause a problem. It does have a little D-ring and a little regular hook up here, so there's 2, just like that. And this is an aluminum frame all the way around. So it has the ability to hold a attic, but it did not come with an attic. This is where our zippers start here. This is where it finishes. And while I thought at first that it was off, it's not. It starts Wait, where do we start? We're starting here, sorry. It starts correctly, more or less, and then it finishes like that. So it's visibly noticeable that that's a little bit off. This bag over here seems to be glued to the tent itself. Also about the same as the other one, sewn in at the top. No bags on the, what I'm going to call the right-hand side of the tent if I'm laying in it. This is kind of how this mess works right here. There's no, there's no Velcro on the outside of this flap. So even if we were to unzip this and zip that down, there's nothing really that Velcros this in for a more wind-tight connection. I can imagine this flapping in the wind a lot. Zippers work pretty good. This is a terrible video, I'm sorry about that, but I'm just trying to do it quick and dirty. It's pretty warm. We're in Oklahoma. It's about 90 degrees outside right now. You can see the flaps. This is designed to come out. It's got these fiberglass tent poles, a couple of sets of them that make a big U shape and go into little holes on the outside. Long point right there. It just looks like that's just gonna tear eventually after some use. These zippers don't go all the way up. I don't know. I think it's sloppy work. This up here is like a fake leather, and it's kind of stuck in most places and kind of not in others, but it's up there. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm sitting on my butt right now, and I've got a full hand. If I were sitting under this part, it'd be a little bit tighter. Pockets here for the struts to go down into. All right, let's go back outside. Again, this is the outside. This is a pretty large, flat-ish area, domed area, rounded, whatever you want to call that. Area where you could stash some solar panels up there. I think this is designed to stick out at about a 45, and that rod goes through this little flap and into these little holes, and it'll hold it out. There's our super quick update. I know this video has gone super long. We took the tent out camping for 3 nights this last weekend, got it mounted on the truck. It's definitely a little bit low quality. The zippers unzip that hold the top and the bottom of the tent together. The other zippers don't work great, but they did work. I had to add a Velcro strip across the bottom to keep the bottom of the tent from just flapping open. I would not say that the material on the tent is water resistant. We had a little bit of rain, and several areas were moist on the inside of the tent from the rain, not from condensation, but from the actual rain coming in. So that would be a problem if we had a harder rain. We did not spray the outside of the tent with any kind of a waterproofing material, so that might have helped, but still I would expect it to be mostly waterproof aside from that. It's hard to close, mostly because the little metal lash or hooks that would latch on don't actually stay put when you try to push one end of the tent down and latch those. That's why you see a lot of these tents that have a like a rubber stretch or a strap that tightens it down until the other end closes as well. The mattress itself for me was thin, and the first night I slept on it I woke up in excruciating pain in the middle of the night. Basically, I rest on my back, and my butt didn't have anything to sink into really. It just kind of stopped, and it gave me a lot of pain in my back. To the point that we went looking for inflatable mattresses or something that we could use for the second night. Realized that everything available at, say for example, Walmart was about 2 feet thick and would take up most of the space in the tent. So I opted to inflate one of my backpacking mattresses, one of those Amazon specials. It's like it inflates to about that thick and has the hexagonal pattern in it. That was enough to let me sleep in peace, and I didn't have any more back problems. My fiance that was traveling with me is lighter and smaller, probably about 5'4" and maybe 110 pounds. And she said that she was very comfortable on the mattress. She liked it was a firm mattress, and she didn't sink into it. So
The tent does drive really well. I got about 16.2 miles per gallon with the tent very high and even very far forward on the rack on the back of my 2014 Toyota Tundra. So it doesn't catch a lot of wind. It's been very quiet driving down the highway. We did about 1,500 miles over the weekend. So all in all, it's been a good experience, even though there's a lot of things that I would change and modify about this tent. So now you know, hopefully this review helps you decide whether or not you want to buy a entry-level, kind of low-grade tent that you may or may not use a lot. If you're really looking to spend a lot of money and spend a lot of time in that tent, I would definitely go with a different brand. But for occasional use or a starter package that you're going to sell off once you decide what features you do and don't like, and then buy a new, more advanced tent, then this would probably be an okay starter package. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you with your decision process.